Any type of child abuse you can think of, go ahead and think it. That's what I come through. Let your mind just go right on in there, because that's the kind of abuse I come up out of. I'm an ex-gangbanger. Matter of fact, I was the vice president of the 17th Division of the Black Spades in the South Bronx. Matter of fact, at the age of 13, I was in a place called Rikers Island. I went from there to a place called Lincoln Hall. My life was destined to zero. If you know failure, I was destined for failure. School, I got left back in the 1st grade, kicked out in the 3rd grade, kicked out in the 6th grade, kicked out in the 7th grade. I came to Tampa. I was in the 12th grade. I got kicked out in the 12th grade. But you know what's so beautiful about that? Even though I didn't know my purpose, everybody say purpose. Purpose. Say it like you mean it. Purpose. Maybach music. Ha! 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 Somebody get up off that thing and release that pressure. Yeah. Well, when I didn't know purpose, but I went in the military. I did that Army thing. I come out in the Army. And then I go to the post office. I became the first African American in that post office to become a manager, a male manager, man manager, African American style. My dream from there, I wanted to be the first black postmaster of Hillsborough County. Everybody say God. God. Say God. God. Say God. God. Watch this. Watch this. God had a plan that I didn't even see coming. True that. True that. Watch this. One day on Thursday, I was at home watching Jerry Springer show. Knock at the door. It was my son coming home from his 5th grade class. Daddy, will you come speak to my class? I wanted to be the role model for my son. I said, sure. I didn't think nothing of it. I said, okay, after I do that, the next day I'll go back to work. Post office. Everybody say God. God. Everybody say God. God. Wait a minute. Somebody say Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. That man don't change. Now watch this. I went to his school and spoke. The teacher, Mr. Horn, said, Mr. Doward, you got the class? I said, yes, sir. He went to call 5 other schools. Next thing I know, 5 other schools were calling me to come out and speak. I was like, whoa. I still hadn't caught on it because I was still thinking postmaster. 4 years later, I found myself retiring from the post office at the age of 40 to do what I do full time. How good is God? Ladies and gentlemen, young people, first of all, know your purpose in this thing called life. Second of all, when I was in the military, I should have mentioned this earlier. At 21, being who I was, the big, the bad, the bold, Drill Sergeant Thomas, I wish he walked through the door right now, I would give him a hug. He told me, he said, son, the maximum range of an excuse is 0.00 meters. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's for everybody in here. You have no excuse for failure. You only have excuse for success. Everybody say success.
Success.
Everybody repeat after me. I am the greatest.
I am the greatest.
To me. And I can exceed the norm. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know this on that November the 28th of 1956. How could I know? I was just a baby. But on that day when I was born, like all of us, I hope y'all ready. The world stopped and gave all of us, I don't care who you are, child or adult, gave all of us a standing ovation. What this man talking about? Gave us all a standing ovation because you came to this earth with God's gift to deliver to the earth. Right. Now all you got to do is do what? Stand up. Say what? Stand up. And when you stand up and get into your groove that is destined for you, then you can dance. But you got to believe in you. You got to believe in you. Everybody repeat after me. I believe in me.
I believe in me.
You got to believe in you. Before I started believing in me, can I tell? Can I tell?
Go ahead, tell him.
And I ain't ashamed. I should put sticky pads all around my apartment because I didn't believe in me. But every time I wrote on those little sticky pads, And I read those little sticky pads. It just seemed like it started creeping into me. So from the big toe to the fiber of my hair, I believe. And I know that I'm not less than, I'm greater than. Repeat after me. I am not less than. No, I ain't even saying. I am not less than. I am the greater. So being the greater shall open up your doors for you to excel above the norm. I've heard some speakers come up and talk about their environments, what they've been through, their circumstances. I've been there too. But it was up to me to change it. It was up to me to dig down inside of me, because God gave me a gift. He gave all of you all a gift. 9 times out of 10, people that don't live up to their purpose, don't use their gift, they fall short using drugs, alcohol, crime, discouragement, pain, and agony. Use your gift. I heard somebody else say when you love doing what you do, it's not work. I eat, sleep, and drink what I do. 7 years ago, brushing my teeth in the mirror, there was nobody else in the room but